This video is for developers who want the fastest AI workflow that still feels real. My claim is simple. If the work lives in your repo, your shell, your tests, and your diffs, the strongest AI loop usually belongs there too. Not because terminals are cool, because that is where the actual software workflow already runs. The newest control surfaces in Codex, Claude Code, and Gemini keep reinforcing that point. If you write software, the terminal is already where work becomes real. You inspect the repo there, you run tests there, you check logs, install packages, and review diffs there. A web chat can talk about the work, but a terminal agent can inspect the repo, change files, run the checks, and show the result in one place. That is the shortest path from idea to verified change. This is the core difference. In many graphical products, the AI sits next to the workflow. In the terminal, the AI sits inside the workflow. A side chat can still help, but it adds friction. You move context between the chat, the editor, and the shell. That means more copy and paste, more hidden assumptions, and more chances to skip verification. Terminal AI collapses those steps. Context quality is better when the tool can see real artifacts. A terminal agent can read the project instructions, inspect the file tree, run the failing test, and look at the current diff. That is very different from a UI workflow where the user has to summarize the state by hand. Better context means fewer fake assumptions and fewer loops where the answer sounds smart but does not survive a test run. This is the strongest signal in the official docs. The advanced features are not just nicer chat skins, they are control surfaces. Codex talks about instruction files, skills, extensions, and non-interactive runs. Claude Code shows hooks, permission rules, and helper agents. Gemini shows shell workflows, headless runs, trusted folders, planning, and checkpoints. The terminal tool is where vendors expose the real runtime, not just the easiest interface. The products differ, but the direction is the same. Serious terminal tools all have the same core loop. They load instructions, they gather context, they ask the model what to do next. They run tools with rules and approvals, then they feed the result into the next step. That is why the terminal feels natural here. It already hosts commands, output, and trust boundaries. This is where terminal AI stops being a neat assistant and starts compounding. If a task already lives in the shell, the AI can help there too. It can run the test command, it can call the linter. It can launch a script or help with a release check. Over time, that compounds. A nice app can help with one task. A terminal workflow can become part of the way the team ships. I do not think every AI product should become a terminal. Graphical tools still matter. They are better for onboarding, fast discovery, broad browsing, and some visual workflows, but that is the distinction. Graphical AI is often better for reach. Terminal AI is better for real software iteration. If you write code for a living, you probably need both. The right way to start is not to hand the agent your whole machine and hope for the best. Start with one trusted repo. Add a small instruction file that says how the project works. Keep approvals on request. Give the tool one bounded task. Then review the diff and the test output. That approach teaches the model your workflow, but it also teaches you where the model is strong and where it still needs clear rules. When people talk about AI in the terminal, this is the basic shape. The user sees a streaming terminal interface. Behind it is an agent loop. It reads project rules, it gathers context, it calls the model, it asks for a tool action, policy decides whether the action can run. The runtime executes the command. The result goes back into the next turn. The terminal matters because it is the front door to that runtime. Terminal AI is not magic. It can still drift, overreach, misread architecture, or create a diff that technically passes tests, but is wrong for the team. The difference is that the failure is easier to inspect. The system is closer to the real work. You can see the commands, the edits, and the outputs. That makes the process easier to debug. It does not remove the need for judgment. It just makes judgment cheaper to apply. If you're a developer and you want to understand where AI tooling is really going, spend more time in the terminal. That is where the tools touch source control, tests, scripts, permissions, and automation. That is where the new capabilities keep showing up. And that is where you build the habits that actually shorten your delivery loop. The terminal is not the whole future of AI. But for developers, it is where the serious frontier already is.